Welcome everyone, welcome to Digger's Den, Tyson Fury's Den. This is me Gaff, as you guys know, been here before if you've been at any of me live streams. Right guys, as you know, if you've been keeping up with me post, you would have noticed that I have got the brand new Garrett Apex. I got it from regton.com. I'll leave it up there, and I'll also leave a description to his shop below. They're 520 with headphones, 470 without headphones, 520 all day long. Get the headphones. There's nothing better than a good set of headphones to go with your metal detector. As you guys know, the 400, I have the very first ever set of headphones that come out with the Garrett, and I'll tell you what, they're brilliant. Even though they're wired, they're absolutely brilliant. I love them. Right guys, as you know, I said I was going to be honest. I went out today for an hour and a half. Well, we'll call it 2 hours, just over 2 hours. It took me roughly round about an hour to set the machine up to how I liked it. And I managed to get there. But, guys, if you're a Garrett user, if you're an Ace user, if you use the 250, the 150, the 200, the 300, the 400, the Apex have changed the tones totally. The tones have now changed. There's none of this high-pitched tone when you go over silver or you go over something really nice, and there's no high-pitched tone anymore. That tone has changed. The tones have changed totally. So be prepared for change, because the Apex have changed the tones. I'm just saying, literally have changed the tones. And not only have they changed the tones, but as you guys know, I use the Ace 400. And the target ID number on the 400 is totally different to the target ID number on the Apex. One of the items I went over to today would give me a different signal on my 400, where on the Apex it gave me a totally different signal number. Where silver, I know all day long, blindfolded with that Ace 400i, I can pick up silver and it'll give me a high ting at 72 to 74, where today 72 to 74 was a piece of lead. So keep that in mind guys, it's totally different. They put it in the Ace range, and in my eyes they should have called it the Garrett Apex and not put it in the Ace range. It's an intermediate machine. Once you get it set up to how you want it, the multi-frequency on it is absolutely perfect. The target ID number is perfect. The target ID number is better than the target ID number on the Ace 400i by far. I mean, that is, I love my Ace 400i. I'll give it 10 out of 10 all day long. When it picks up a coin, it varies. It jumps 78, 84 at a certain depth. Not the Apex. The Apex gives you the 84. You dig it out the hole, it's in the club, 84. You dig it out, it's on top of the soil, 84. It gives you a solid number. And that solid number, even when it's really deep, it still gives me a solid number. So that was a good thing. People say they should have waterproofed it. Okay, maybe they should have waterproofed it. You can buy a waterproof case for it, I know now. So that's one good thing. The pinpointer on this thing is amazing. It is amazing. The holes I was digging were quite small and they were deep, and I was picking up the object every time. A little bit chattery, but you mess around with it a little bit and you can change that. You can change the multi-frequency. You can change... when you buy it, you have to have a little look up on the manual how to set it up. I got a little bit of help from Steve Sifter. He gave me a hand because he has one, and he said what to run it in. So I tested it in that mode, had a little change about, and it went quite well. What do I give my 400? I always give my 400 10 out of 10, because my 400, I've had that for a year and a half, and it has been my best machine. Now, what do I give the Apex for the first day out? Now, for the first day out, for what I found, I'll give the Apex an 8. An 8, I know that sounds high for its first attempt out, but that was for... Once I had got it set up to what I wanted, and I had realised the tones had changed, It was an absolutely lovely machine. It was stable. It picked up the signals perfect. You can walk at a faster distance than you can with my 400. The depth was there. I mean, the depth was deeper than my tornado coil by far. I mean, the holes were smaller. That's what made it better. That's what let me down, was the tones. The tones was what let me down, and the target ID number. It's like learning a new machine. So Garrett, you should have put this in a range of its own and just called it the Garrett Apex. The tones, the ID number, it's learning it again. Once you've learned it, what a machine she is. What an absolutely machine. Is it worth the money? Until I've had it on the sand, until I've had it on the mud, until I've had it on the clay mud that you get when the tide goes out and they go bait digging, I couldn't tell you. What I can tell you though is it performed well today once I knew how to set it up. Once I knew how to set it up to how I wanted it, it worked 100% brilliant. So I give it an 8 today for today. It didn't find me many good bits, but it's the way it performed today. I've been over this same spot 5 or 6 times with the Garrett, and I found some little bits and bobs, but this today was solid numbers. So for me at the moment, it's an 8, and it can change because there's still 4 or 5 more big tests I want to do yet. So guys, watch the video if you want. You don't have to, you can skip through it. It's just a few target ID numbers, a few finds, see how we get on. Right guys, until my next adventure, as you know, I'm going to be honest with you all the way. See you at the next. Guys, we are back out. Not out for very long today. It keeps raining on and off and it's absolutely horrible. Ground's a little bit sticky, won't lie to you. I believe I haven't got very long left on this one. Probably about a week or so, and that's probably about it. Right guys, guess what? We are running with the new Apex by Garrett. Absolutely lovely looking machine. I've heard some good reports, I've heard some bad reports, but it's what it can do. What can it do? What can it do? We're going to find out what it can do today. We're going to give it a go. We're going to give it a test. I've got the wireless headset on. If you go to regton.com, they're 520 quid, £519 with the headset. If you don't get the headset, they're 470 quid. You can't go wrong with this headset. This headset's absolutely lovely. Can't tell you about the machine yet because we've only just started. Right guys, I've read the manual a little bit. I know a little bit about the machine. I've not done no homework. I've not gone out and done any tests. I put it on all metal mode and I've discriminated the first 4 like I always do on my 400i. Menu button gives you sensitivity, which we've got 2. Is that 2 from top, 2 from the end? We're running the volume, it don't matter because the headset will be connected. Iron frequency volume, we're going to have it on 1 because I don't like all that chatter. I don't mind it, but not too much. The frequency we're having on, bear with me, let's go back to frequency. Frequency, we're going on multi-frequency mode. We're going to try that. Channel 7, just keep channel 7 I think. That's the backlight, so you can have a backlight on, but we don't need that on. Then you've got your headset, which I will connect. So as I say, I'm in all metal mode. And I've just discriminated the first 4. And we're going to try that. Let's try that, guys. Let's see what we can do. There's been a lot of people saying different things about it, but until I test it, I'm not going to know for myself. So, right, guys, let's get on, see what we can find, and I'll see you at the first. See you there. Guys, the actual pinpointer on this thing is absolutely amazing. Look at the hole. Look at the hole. I mean, the hole's not even barely that wide. And first signal, where is it? Where'd she go? Check this out. As you know, I'm on my military field, so looks like part of a crown. It's a bit muddy and I've not got my spray. So I can give it a bit of a wipe for you guys. But look at that, first find. Literally, I've only just started off. I literally just walked. And I have had me 400 on here, and I haven't been, I've not been thoroughly over it, just something I've missed. But it wasn't very deep. Give me an absolutely lovely signal, as you see there. So now we know what that signal was. We know it was a bit of brass, because we know this is brass. But it's a bit of military hat military hat badge, the top part, I believe. But yeah, lovely. And I'll tell you what, that was absolutely a lovely spotting signal. And I'll tell you what, there was about 3 or 4 bits of iron ore around that, and it absolutely missed all 4 bits and picked me straight up that. Oh, I'm happy as Larry. Right, let's crack on, and I will see you at the next. Guys, just there, as you can see, just where I dug the hole just there. It's jumping a bit. Wonder what could, it's really deep, it's really deep. There you go, we've got it a bit there, right. Right, that's fine, it's a bit, once you've got that, right, there she is. Right, let's dig that out, see what that is. Second hole, let's find out what she is. Third hole, guys. This one was a scratchy one again, as I say, it's the apex, it's new, I'm going through the signals. This one was like a 43, 44 on the apex. It's a little bit of brass. I think it's a bit of brass, not a bit of brass, bit of copper, or aluminium of some kind. I don't know. Bends in half easy, but yeah, it was jumpy. It was very scratchy. But as I say, I'm digging everything at the moment because I'm just getting used to these signals. So right, I'll clean that up. I don't think it's going to be any good. I think it's just going to be a bit of scrap. But right, onwards and upwards. See you at the next. This one was reading up at 84, and guess what? I see it. I did see it. Where'd it go? There it goes. Look at this. Check this out. I found my first coin with the apex. Get in. Get in. It might only just be a copper. Might only be a crispy copper, but it's found with the apex. I found my first coin, 4th hole, and it is a coin. And I've walked up this walkway. I've only just come through the gap. I've checked all this square bit with me 400 before, twice or 3 times. Hey, it's a copper. Well done there, Gaz. I like to call him Gaz because he's doing a good job so far. I'm suffering slightly with the signals because, guys, I won't lie to you, the tones are totally different to the normal ace ranges that you get. So, yeah, be aware of that if you're going to buy one. The tones are totally different, so it does take a bit of time. We'll clean this up, we'll put it up there on the side, but what can I say? It's a coin. Onwards and upwards, and I will see you at the next. Guys, I've had to have a little rest here and there because it's hard to because I've been used to the tones from the 400 are totally different with this now. This one just come up as a 85. I don't know what that could be. It could be a coin weight, I think, maybe. Let's give it a little rub. So sorry guys, didn't bring my spray bottle. I was just going to come and try and do a little test today and see what the tones were like, but I've been digging a few holes now. So as I say, yeah, so far it's not bad. It's a little bit chattery. I was underneath some pylons, as you can see there, and all I've done was just change it to channel 7, and I ain't had a problem since. So yeah, so far so good, not bad. As I say, with a new metal detector, it's working them signals out. I've dug some that, well, sometimes you wouldn't dig, but it's just knowing your metal detector. And as I say, first time out with the apex, and not bad so far. Right, let's crack on, onwards and upwards, and I'll see you at the next. Right guys, it's the first one I've had like this. It's got a lovely solid tone. See, with this coil, what's so nice is, look, don't matter how fast you walk, if you're a fast walker, you'll still pick that up. But I'm really slow, so as I say, right, there it is. We'll dig that out and we'll see what that is. Right, see you in a minute. Scraping around for a while for this one. You see, the signal was absolutely nice. Here we go. It's another coin. It's another coin. I can't believe it. And I've checked this blooming area. Or is it a coin? Oh, yeah. What's that there then? Oh, that's just the back of the coin where it had been sitting. I thought I had something else then. There you go, another copper. Give it a rub. Come on, Tel. You should have bought your spray bottle. See, this is why you get a spray bottles. I can't see much on that, guys. I'll give it a clean up though, and I'll stick up there on the left hand side. But, God, see the signal there on the apex, the way it was picking it up. And as I say, if you're a fast walker, you would have, in my headphones, you would have stopped. You would have stopped on that. So it is an absolute. Between that and the 400, it's the rapidness it picks up the speed afterwards. It's like to think it's like it's on it straight away. Do you know what I mean? With the 400, sometimes I dig a hole that's slightly out. With this, check the hole. It's there. It's there, and it's probably no bigger than the coil itself. It's no bigger than the apex coil. But that's 2 coins for me so far, and as I say, I'm not here long. I'm only here to do a test. I wasn't even going to do a video, but well, looks like I got myself a video. All right, let's crack on. Let's see you at the next. Tell you what, guys, look, I've got from there, right? Dug a hole over here, dug a hole just here, dug a hole just here. Look at the signal on this. Now it's out the hole. Now check what this is. I don't think it's silver. I don't think it's silver, is it? No, you can see the brass coming through there. Is that a chain? Is that a chain linked to something? Yep, that's definitely a chain. That's somebody's chain. I don't think that's, I don't know. I don't know if that's silver. It was coming up as, you see what numbers were coming up then. As I say, it's a new machine. The sounds are totally different. I think, let me have a look. I ain't got no water to clean it with. Guys, let me run down to the valley down there and give it a clean. I'll come straight back to you. Right, 2 seconds. So I just got back from down at the river. I'm still not 100% sure. I think it's brass, silver plated. Because as I say, it's mud's really thick. It's blooming horrible. And the river down there's no water in it. Tide must be right out. So I'm quite close to the sea. But I'll give it a clean up and find out what it is. But that looks like it's some sort of little brooch. Or a little bracelet. And that's about my sixth or seventh hole with the apex. And I've been over this area before, this big square. I picked a square with the 400 just round here. And I found a lot of war medals in here. And this time I'm walking up a walkway where people keep walking their dogs. And bang, there you go. Might not be silver. Well, I'm not too sure yet, but we'll give it a clean up and find out. But I don't think it is. I think when I was washing it, I see bits of brass coming through. So I think it's silver plated. But it's a lovely find. It's onwards and upwards, and I will see you at the next. But what I like is how deep it does pick things up. I mean, it was ringing this up quite high. This was like on the 400, it would be an 84. On the apex there, it comes up as a 65. And the tones, you just got to get used to them tones. Once you're used to them tones, you'll fly through it. I'm still struggling with the tone slightly now. But I'm getting there. I've got about another hour left in me, and then it's onwards and upwards and on my way home. But so far, I like it. The apex is good. I'm really enjoying it. The signals are perfect. When you go over something as nice as that, everything else disappears, and bang, it picks that up straight away. So, right, let's crack on. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to find that, have a drink, and then see you guys. Right, just had this out. This is bringing up at a 64 on the apex. Just give it a slight wipe there. Tiny little bit of silver work coming through, but as I say, I've got no bloody spray bottle. Well, it's because I wasn't going to be doing any videoing today. Today was just trying to test it out, because I didn't want to just turn up and not know nothing. But I thought, no, I'm going to just do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it. Feels it was bending a bit too easy to be silver, I think. So I think that could be just a bit of junk. Oh well, let's crack on. As Jet Ski John would like to say, see you at the next. Pick up big items at some point in our lives. Check how deep that hole is. I'm telling you, that's more than a pinpointer in depth. I've got my pinpointer. Where is it? Just show you. Look, that's still probably just a little bit more than that. Spoon. It's a spoon. That was reading up at a lovely 86, solid, that deep. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that at all. Right, let's crack on. See you at the next. Check how deep. You see the signal. What the signal was giving you there, guys. Look there. Check that out. just down there, I don't know if you can see it. It's a coin. I think it's a coin anyway. Oh, no, it's not a coin. What is that? Let me get out the sunlight. What is that? Oh, sorry about that. Got the pinpointer on. Oh, now I've chucked it near the spade. Shut up. Right. I don't know what that is. See if that rub down on the back. If there's anything on the back of it. It looks like it's been pushed, like it's the pattern the other side, it's been pushed through it. Ah, don't know what that is, but that looks lovely, that does. That's what that signal's giving me then. And I mean, look how deep that was. I mean, that's deep, that was deep. And as you see, it was side on, it was like that, literally in the mud. Picked it up lovely. Right, I'll give it a clean up, stick it up there on the left hand side, as I normally do if it's anything good. But that looks like it's going to be perfect. Mind you, there's been it's probably part of a horse buckle or some part of a horse, because as I say, a lot of horse riders used to ride up and down all this part. But as I say, yeah, we haven't got on far. Right, let's crack on. See you at the next. Signal here, guys. I've turned the headset off for a minute, so you can have a little, you can listen to the chatter a little bit. Here you go. Solid 61, 63. See what I mean? The tones are totally different than they are on the normal ace range, but they're clean cut. Right. Let's see what that is, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Right, guys, you see the numbers there? See, on the 400 with lead, it bounces. Yeah, hem weight. I think that's the hem weight anyway. Or it's dropping it everywhere. So muddy and cluddy here. But yep, little hem weight. And as you heard there, as you see on the apex, let's just leave that there. I'll show you guys. Look, if you're an ace user, 400 user, you'll know what I mean. Look, solid. It's just a solid number. Not much jumping at all. So yeah, I like that because I like digging lead. Right, guys. Onwards and upwards, and probably one or two more holes, and then it's back home for me. See you in the next. Right, guys, this one was pretty deep, as you can see. An 84 it was giving me, and it was a piece of pipe. As I say, today, guys, was just a test, really. As you can see, the entrance is only there, and I just walked up to here and I found a few nice little bits. Found a bit of junk and a few cans. But as I say, guys, so far for me, it's been raining a bit the last few days, quite hard. But for me, so far, for land, it's doing really well, the apex. So a few more tests to see how it performs, and yeah. But so far, it's got a thumbs up for me. Right, onwards and upwards, and it's on to the next.